Hi, I am the Box Office Wizard bringing you weekend box office predictions and movie review. For today's show, it is December 19th. Just going to actually give you the actual numbers they are in. There's not been a lot of movie news this past weekend, last few days even before that. So, don't have anything to report, so we're just going to go ahead and jump right into the numbers. Number one, no surprise, Star Wars Rogue One came in at $155.1 million. So it's off to a tremendous start. Did very well. $200 million budget. It's already made $135 million overseas, so it's just sitting under $300 million right now. Like I said, though, this movie, wasn't expected to do almost the $250 million that The Force Awakens did. But at the same time, though, I think this movie will probably perform with more than likely a 5-day weekend with the Christmas holiday coming up. It's going to see those kind of numbers again of around probably at least $125 million coming up. So. Won't give my prediction today, though, so don't count on that. So, second place, dropping from number one, is Moana. Came in at $12.7 million. Another great weekend for it. Actually only had a 31% drop, so it's now made $163 million in the U.S. and $282 million worldwide. So, this movie's doing very well. It was another, the newest princess, as they were calling it. Kind of a Hawaiian theme. May not be as popular as some of your other princesses, but at the same time, though, I think this movie has done very well and will definitely be a big hit on Blu-ray and DVD and streaming services. So, third place was Office Christmas Party, came in at $8.6 million. It's now at $31.6 million here in the U.S. I think this movie's performed okay overall. I think it probably could have done a little bit better, but maybe just there's a implied that there's just too much raunchiness to it for it being a Christmas theme movie at this time of year, so it's just kind of hit or miss, unfortunately. So, fourth place was a debut with Collateral Beauty. This movie actually came in very weak at only $7.1 million. Numbers I was seeing was anywhere from $12 to $15 million for this, so has a $36 million budget too. So this movie is really going to need the Oscar bid to really boost its numbers later on, and that's if it even does get one, and also maybe even a win. Otherwise, it's going to be written down pretty much probably like Birth of a Nation, which just kind of fizzled out from the start when they were expecting big things from it. So, next was Fantastic Beasts. 50% drop, came in at $5.1 million. It's now made $208 million here in the U.S. and it's $718 million worldwide. So the Harry Potter themed movie is continuing to do very well. So, next was Manchester by the Sea. Had another great weekend at $4.2 million. It's now made $14 million here in the U.S. and it just squeaked out La La Land, which jumped into the top 10 at $4.1 million. So only $100,000 or $100,000 difference in revenue for those two movies. So, La La Land is also a big contender coming up for an Oscar as well to be nominated. Next was Arrival. Came in just under $3 million for the weekend. It's now at $86.6 million here in the U.S. and $135 million worldwide. Still haven't got to see this movie, so probably at this point I'll probably put it off and just pick it up on Blu-ray unless I go see it at like the Movies 8 or something like that. So, but either way though, this movie's great. From what I'm hearing, the reviews are continuing to be excellent. This movie's rating very high. So, but overall, it's just performing very well. Next is Doctor Strange, came in at $2.2 million. It's now at $226 million here in the U.S. and $626 million worldwide. Obviously, this movie's starting to wind down, and it will probably drop out of the top 10 after this past weekend here. So, and around our top 10 was Nocturnal Animals at $1.4 million. It's now sitting at about $8.8 million. Still don't know a lot about this movie. Not sure if it's gonna just kind of linger around, but I would venture to guess here it's probably going to do a nosedive here after this past weekend. Maybe after the Christmas holiday as well. So, hey, that's it for today's show. I may be back on Wednesday, so be looking just in case. I need to do some research and see when the other people may be predicting numbers. If it's going to be a 5-day weekend or just a 3-day weekend. I'm going to go back and watch my video from last year too to see, because I really can't remember offhand. So, but either way, look for Wednesday. If not, I'll definitely be back on Friday. So until then, I'll continue giving predictions you can count on. They're better than the weatherman. Take care.